Hey guys, what up? I'm doing something different this time around. So I am doing a very much requested makeup tutorial, and I'm also going to be talking about glamour magic. So to start off with, I am getting some witch hazel and I'm patting my face to remove some of the excess oil that I have and also to balance out my face before I just start putting product on it. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And so I'm also going to be talking, like I said, about glamour magic as I'm doing this. So glamour magic is the art of illusion, which I thought would go perfect with this video. Right here I'm putting on moisturizer. It's a Garnier Hydro Thirst thing, and I'm going to dab it and then rub it in with my fingers. I did wash my hands beforehand as well to make sure that I don't put like a ton of bacteria and cause my face to break out any more than it already is with the masks. So you're going to rub that in, and then I do also make it a point to go and put some on my neck, because as we all know, the neck and the hands are the two things that show the age the most. So like I said, illusion and glamour is essentially the same thing. Primer, I have two primers that I use. That's like my fancy primer, and the other one's like not. This is my foundation. I use the Infallible. I'm putting my hand up, pretending like I'm some kind of makeup guru and I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I'm just doing my makeup. I do put it like about 3 pumps and I put it on my hand. But I also remembered that I forgot to color correct, and I used the LA Pro Conceal. Obviously, LA Girl, LA Colors, whatever the hell it's called. You can get it at like Dollar General. It's super cheap, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to cover my under eye circles because my under eyes are super dark. And if you are like me and you have olive tone skin, red is ideal to color correct, as opposed to most people, they use yellow. If you have yellow skin tone, it's just gonna stand out. It's not really. I was totally feeling myself. I was feeling like I was Helena from the MCR video. So then I'm gonna dab on top of that, as well as the rest of my face, and I'm gonna blend all that in. And the reason I want to dab in there is because I don't want to mix it too much with the rest of my face, obviously. So yeah. So as I was saying, glamour magic is the art of illusion. It can be a good thing. We can use it for makeup, right? We can make ourselves feel better, or you can use it to manipulate, such as a lie. Glamour can be anything that just creates any kind of false illusion. Some people are a little bit more susceptible to glamour magic than they would like to admit. For example, when you're using makeup, people want to believe that you actually look like that underneath all that. And so it just kind of tricks the eye. So I am going to also highlight my cheekbone. So what I'm doing essentially is I'm actually lifting my face. You know, I ain't no spring chicken. So whenever I do my contour and my highlight is always super thin, because again, I'm trying to lift my face. So I'm going to blend that in, and I try to avoid going super close to the under eye, because I have some fine wrinkles that are showing, and I really don't want to enhance those any more than they already are. So I try my hardest to not get too close to the eye. It doesn't always happen, and then I like to go up along the cheekbones because I want my cheekbones to be really prominent. I naturally have like kind of high cheekbones, blessed. So I just want to accentuate that as well. And then I'm going to do the bridge of my nose, and I do it just a little bit because I don't want to highlight too much. Like, I'm not a really big fan of my forehead personally, so I don't want to go like crazy with that. So how do we go about creating illusions, right? Like I said, you can use something what I guess would be considered malicious. It would be a lie, or it can also be faking it till you make it, right? That's another form of glamour magic. Okay, so now we're going to put a powder on. Now here's the deal, guys. If you have fine lines like I do, that's a Wet n Wild photo focus, by the way. It's very important that you get a really fluffy brush. And we're not going to bake. So baking is for young people who don't have any wrinkles around their eyes like I do. So all I'm going to do is just press it in really softly to get rid of the shine. And then I'm immediately going to brush it off. So that's a really big tip, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I bake, it just makes my face look like 3 million years older. And I feel like just so gross. So that's a tip for that. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. contour palette. I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to take this fine tip brush and use the lighter shade of the darker ones. And then I'm going to actually create a higher cheekbone. So I'm going at the very top of my cheekbone and I'm curving it because I have really chunky cheeks and I don't like that. Of course, I'm going to do the classic 3, blend it out. And I'm also going to hide that double chin that I have, okay? So we're going to go into that as well. But you want to make sure that you blend it in really nice. You don't have to be as aggressive as I am. The reason you want to blend it in, obviously, is because you want to make it look like that's a natural thing, a natural shadow. You want everything, of course, to look as natural as possible. Or at least I do. I mean, who cares, right? Then I'm going to take that darker color and I'm going to basically reinvent my crease. So I'm starting off with the actual indentation, and you see I'm kind of like going up a little bit higher, like on the upper side, because again, I want to lift my face, and I'm blending it in with that lighter shade so that way it just looks like the hollows of my cheeks are higher than they are. And see them cheekbones, they be popping just like that. Oh, sorry if that was really loud. Oh man. So yeah, faking it till you make it is also another form of glamour magic. So pretending that you are more busy than you are to just make you seem a little bit more unattainable is another form of glamour magic. And I think it's something that's really looked over in the witch community. I am putting a base on my eyes as well. It's just a basic, whatchamacallit, like a concealer. But I just use it because I feel like it makes the colors pop. It doesn't set anything, like my fucking eyeshadow still creases, but it's all good, I guess. I mean, who cares? I don't. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend that up to my brow bone so that way it makes the colors just go pop. And I am using my middle finger. Please ignore the fact that my nail literally fell off like an hour before I did this video. I'm using my middle finger because it actually naturally doesn't put as much pressure, and you really want to avoid pulling at your eyes. So like around my eyes, I tend to pat more. I'm using this palette. It is, I forgot what it is. I forgot to show it to you, but it's really good. It's called something Spice. I don't know. I probably should have looked at it before I started recording this. So I'm going to pat that in. And the reason, again, I'm patting that in is because I really want to pack it on to kind of fill in some of those finer lines that are in my eyes. And I mean, we all have those finer lines, but I'm really just not trying to accentuate them. You know what I mean? We're trying to mask here. We're trying to create an illusion. Optical illusions are also another form of glamour magic. So glamour magic, again, is feeding someone something that they already want to see, right? So even in sales, I think that sales is a form of glamour magic, because essentially we're just showing them the best parts, right? We're not showing them the parts that aren't always ideal. It's all about enhancement. So I'm also drinking Jamba Juice. Shout out Jamba Juice. Sponsor me, please. It's so good. I love Jamba Juice. I think I got Vanilla Blue Sky, in case you're wondering. So I'm going to take the color that's right next to it. And I like it because it's a matte color. So my upper eyelids are like kind of fat. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're not hooded. Like, they're not super hooded. I guess they're just a small hood. So I'm taking this color, and I like it because it's flat. I don't want to put any shimmer there because it's just going to enhance that part. And again, I'm trying to create an optical illusion, so you want to enhance the parts around it while you diminish the parts that you don't want to see. Then I take this for my brow bone and I just kind of rub that bad boy in there with my finger, because honestly, I used to have a brush that I would specifically use for my brow bone, but then I would always end up blending it out with my finger, and so I just quit using a brush. So I put that there, and then I kind of go over it and I blend it out, kind of buff it in, as they say. And I also have really small eyelids too, so again, this is another illusion of me making my eyes look bigger than they are. So then I'm going to take this super thin brush and I'm going to use the darkest shade on the palette, and I'm actually going to recreate or like realign my, oh, here I go. Yeah, I'm going to take that color and I'm going to create a new crease. So as you can see right now, my eyes are really hooded. I actually go in here with that thin one and I recreate my crease. So again, my eyes look bigger than they are. I actually draw it and blend it into the hooded part, so that way like you can like not see all that. I think that makeup is such a great form of glamour magic though. Like, it's probably the easiest form to master, I would say, because it's mostly physical. But even learning how to mask your energy, right? Or like think of like people who are super manipulative. Right there, I actually dropped that palette and I was so pissed off because the top broke off. So it's upside down, but this is an Ultra Precision Brow Pencil by e.l.f. I'm just going to take it and like fill in my eyebrows because they don't exist right now and they're just like ghost eyebrows or whatever. I don't like that. So I'm just going to fill them in and create the illusion that I have thick ass eyebrows when I don't. I really want to get them microbladed, but I'm like kind of scared. So yeah, I'm going to do all that. And I forgot what I was saying already. Oh my god. So yeah, it's definitely the easiest form to master. Oh yeah, think of someone who's super manipulative, right? So they're like really good at making people think that they're like this nice person, but whenever they're like in private, like they're completely fucking awful. That's a form of glamour magic. It's being able to like create this, I know I just keep saying the word illusion, like that's kind of annoying, but I really don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's not like a hand trick, it's a trick of the energy. So yeah, I'm taking in this powder. It's by NYX. I forgot the color. It's dark. And I'm just going to fill it in because as you can see, it kind of mattifies the pencil, which I like because I actually draw out my eyebrows. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like I'm going out past the hair there. So I like using the powder to fill in the little streaks in between because I'm going to go back again with that pencil and like draw in like little hairs so it looks like my eyebrows aren't just painted on. And then I'm going to take the spoolie, and so then I'm going to pinch it because I feel like it just makes it look like it's part of my actual eyebrow. Like, I don't know if that's like official, like a tip, but just what I do. So yeah, I'm going to go back in there and kind of brush it out so it doesn't look so fake. Again, I want everything to look as natural as possible. Obviously, that's the end goal I'm thinking. Okay, so then I use the Physicians Formula eyeliner. I like it because it's super thin. It has like that felt tip, which is like what I prefer. I recently switched back to pencil and I just like, I can't stand it. I can't do it. I don't know how I did that for so many years. So then I'm going to do the wing. I'm going to start off with the end. I'm going to drag it down to the eye. And then I'm going to put the line there and fill it in. Just fill her up. So yeah, glamour magic is all about like being able to mask your energy, being able to create a demand where there isn't one as well. It's crazy how simple it is to change perception I know that sounds creepy as fuck, but like when you learn how to work with energy, it actually just it seems to make more sense. And it sounds like I think we just have such a bad concept of the word manipulate. Like it manipulate I don't think is always a bad word. I'm using the LA Colors Mega Volume, I don't know what, mascara. I really don't use mascara because I wear falsies every day. But it does help to wear the mascara because it keeps it in place. Because I like if I'm wearing the falsies and I don't have my lashes like done, it looks weird. Like it looks like those lashes are straight and the other ones are like curled, and it just looks weird. And then I do the, like if I have a little bit of mascara that hits my eyelid, I just go back in with that pointed brush. I just kind of put a little bit of eyeshadow on top of it to kind of like blend it in so it doesn't look so prominent. Then I do the other side, and I always do the eyeliner first because the eyeliner always gets on my lashes for some reason. I don't know if it's just me or what. But so yeah, and then I do the mascara after, since it will just take that eyeliner that got stuck on my lashes and like brush it out. It's not all clumpy and gross. I think that the easiest thing to do to be able to learn how to master just pretty much anything in witchcraft is learning how to work with energy and learning how to manipulate your own energy, right? Dude, my eyes look so good. Like, maybe I'm biased, but I don't know. I can see the difference from like when I started to now, so I'm kind of hyped. By the way, ignore the fact that I'm using this palette. Like, it's an eyeshadow palette that I got from Ulta for my birthday. But honestly, it has a giant mirror on it and I love using it. So that's why I keep using that. So now I'm going to do my lips. Y'all always ask me how to do this. So I do an X on my Cupid's bow. Don't lick your lips like I did. And what I do is I'll just like outline my lips. But I actually overline my lips just a smidge. Oops. I do that because my top lip is smaller than my bottom lip and I think it looks fucking weird. Like, how do you have a big bottom lip and then like no top lip? It's so weird. So I line the bottom one and I line it underneath because it has like a little piece underneath. I don't know if it is. Just I have a big bottom lip. And then I'll fill it in, and I fill it in inside as well. As you can see, I love this. This is by NYX. This is Cherry Skies. This is like one of my favorite reds ever. And yeah, it just looks really good on my skin tone. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm just going to even it out. Kind of, as you can see, I'm going over the lip now. Not by much, nothing crazy. And ideally, you would want to line this with like a lip liner. But I don't, because I don't want to have to go buy one that matches. It's kind of hard. And also, one of my like pieces of my lips is like just lopsided as fuck. So I have to make sure, like if I were to line it the way that it's shaped, it would just look so weird. I don't know if anybody else would notice. They probably wouldn't, but I do, and it just bugs me. So then I'm going to put my blush on because right now I have absolutely no color. So I use this e.l.f. one. Again, I love e.l.f. because it's cheap and it's pretty good. I like to mix them both. Those two on the left, and of course you're going to blow out the excess. And again, I'm going at the very top of my cheekbone because again, I'm trying to reshape my face. I don't want to go on the actual apples of my cheek because it just makes my face look chunkier than it is. I mean, my face is pretty chunky though. And I really like the e-girl look, so you're gonna see me put it on my nose. If you don't know what an e-girl is, look it up. I think they're so cute. You can tell I'm starting to feel myself. Like, I looked at myself and I was like, okay, bitch. Wait, am I not supposed to say that? I don't know. YouTube is so weird. So then I'm going to take this super thin. It's actually an eyeshadow brush, but I get the darkest shade. And I don't know if technically this is how you're supposed to do it, but this is just how I do it. I just follow my natural line from my brow bone, and I just go straight. And I just go straight down. And then I go on the sides of my nose. And then I go at the bottom, the very tip, and then I get what was my bronzer brush, my highlight brush, and I just go in and then I soften it up on the sides, and then of course you do the bridge of the nose because I want to look like I have a cute little tiny nose that turns up, not my squashed tomato nose. Just kidding. I actually like my nose personally, but I think I'm a little bit self-conscious because one time somebody told me that my nose was like really big for my face, and that kind of stuck with me. It's weird the things that stick with you. So then lastly, I'm going to take, it's actually a cream eyeshadow by Revlon in gold. But again, I have yellow undertones, so I find it really hard to use some of the highlights that are out there because they just really, I feel like they just don't sit well with my skin tone. And I just dab it on really soft. I do a little bit of my Cupid's bow because I love to accent my lips, makes them look bigger. Right at the top of the brow bone. And that's the look, guys. That's it. Put my glasses on. This is the look you see every day. Actually, it doesn't take me this long. I'm taking my time here, but I think I'm so cute. Check me out. So you guys, I hope you found that helpful. I know it's mostly makeup, not so much glamour, but I tried to throw some in there. As always, comment, let me know what you think. Tell your friends, check out my website, but don't tell your grandmas, because you know she's going to tell me that I'm going to hell.